Hey nerds, we are going to do a review and breakdown of Agatha All Along, episode 7, starting now. Welcome to Nerd Social. I am Colin. So this episode's title is Death's Hand in Mine. It is directed by Jac Schaeffer and written by Gia King and Cameron Squires. The spoiler-free logline of this episode is those remaining suffer the hand they are dealt in the next trial. So this has to be the best episode that we've seen so far in Agatha All Along. I think that it has been steadily improving ever since episode 1. I think that we saw the true crime drama, which was really cool. And then the song was pretty cool with the demon in episode, I think that was 4. And then now it's really culminating in a very dramatic conclusion. Next week's going to be the final 2 episodes of this series. And I think, again, it has been having a lot of rave reviews online as well. I think that this has been a very solid episode overall. It has a lot of reveals. The costumes are just amazing. And also, the focus on one of the characters was very deep. For a short 38-minute episode, it was really great to see that every minute was not wasted. It was really used to its maximum effect. And I think that it definitely shows. Also, the storytelling was really great, and the sequencing of the storytelling was much more tighter, and it really felt dramatic. You didn't know what was going to happen with this particular character. So we will get to more of that in the spoiler part of it, but it was probably the best episode. I would give it a 10, which is a theater rental. It was that good. You should definitely watch it. You can probably just enjoy this episode for pure entertainment purposes and potentially rewatch for some of you in the audience. If you like what we have to say about Agatha All Along and other content that we put out, please like, share, subscribe for more. We really appreciate your support. It helps us out tremendously as we are continuing to grow as a channel. So without further ado, spoilers ahead. So we left off with Teen, and now we know that it's Billy Maximoff and Agatha continuing on the Witch's Road. And we also see that there was some tension between the two because of what happened in the last episode and basically how Billy drowned Jen and Lilia. We'll see them later on. And them walking down this Witch's Road, bickering with each other until they find out that there was this really dramatic gothic castle that they see in front of them. And just like previous episodes, this is going to be another trial that they would have to endure, but this time it's only going to be the 2 of them, or so they think. We then get to see that once they enter the castle, this is where I was talking about the non-spoiler part, where the costumes are just amazing. Agatha, this is just amazing makeup as well, being the Wicked Witch of the West, and that she is much older than the Wicked Witch of the West, and that she was inspired by her. This is a really good costume. Here's another shot of it, really amazing. You look at the artwork in the background, the stone table, it's just so detailed. I just appreciate the production design here. It's just very high level stuff. And we get to see that Billy is Maleficent, doing the best Angelina Jolie impression that he has. A really amazing costume that he has adorned. Of course, Maleficent is one of the major Disney characters, and you get to see it here in full force. And then here, the 2 of them try to read through tarot cards. Agatha is trying to be much more laissez-faire about it, whereas Billy's very inexperienced, doesn't know what to do. And while they're trying to figure out these tarot cards, they have a ceiling of all the swords and blades that are above them. And basically, if they make wrong moves, then all the blades start falling down. And it's a very unsettling type of predicament that both of them are in at this point. Then we get to see Lilia is going through this whole journey. It's pretty much Lilia's episode, where she flashes back to different points of her life, whereas she's here in this garden with her mentor doing divination training. If those of you that saw Harry Potter, basically for her to read all the tea leaves, and she was saying that she was very good at it. So she was jumping around from each timeline, trying to figure out what's the point of all this, and figuring out why was she jumping back and forth through points in time. She then gets to find out that Rio is actually deaf, and you can see here very beautiful gothic deaf-like things going on. And another image, again, this is a dire warning to Lilia that she was going to meet her end soon. We then get to see Lilia and Jen jumping back and forth throughout the Butcher's Road and also underground, trying to figure out how they could reach Billy and Agatha so that they can get reunited. Here, there's a lot of this back and forth dialogue, Jen being confused. Oh, do I know this? Do I know that? And Lilia trying to jump into her present body and past body with knowledge and no knowledge. Is a very interesting type of dynamic that was going on throughout. Then we find out that they eventually get to the castle, and we see that Lily is dressed as Glinda, the witch from Wizard of Oz. And we also get to see that Jen is portraying the evil queen from Snow White. Again, another Disney product here. We then get to see that Lilia does know how to use the tarot cards, and she was able to use them effectively to the point of making sure that she was able to save Jen, Billy, and Agatha's life. And then what happened was that she was able to leave them behind, and then she was able to fight the seven. She then turned the tarot card for the tower upside down, and basically all of the seven then fell to their deaths. And you can see here Lily holding on to dear life, knowing that it was the end of her, and fell down. We didn't get to see how she got stabbed. We did get to see some blood from the seven, though, that was implied based on the cutscene that they had here. And then finally, it circles back to her first lesson in divination here when she was a teenager. And it talks about the circular motion of life. There's a lot of dramas and movies that does that. Lion King, for example, and going through this loop again and again. This was a really great episode overall. I really did enjoy it. It's visually stunning, and there's a lot of stakes at play here for this episode. So those are my thoughts about Agatha All Along, episode 7. We would like to hear what you have to say about this episode and about Agatha All Along. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe for more content like this, and we will see you in the next video. All right, take care, everybody. Oh,